Show. All right, guys. So today I am actually going to talk to Vivian Okoje. And Vivian, basically, she's the owner of the nonprofit organization that is going to come and tell you how you can get those big money from all this non-profit organization for your project. Now, you have to understand this, okay, before Vivian comes up. This is not and this is a giveaway that I'm talking about, okay? It's a giveaway because I am showing you how you can actually make money from all these people that are willing to give their money out. Meaning that there's a load, let's say cash load of money sitting somewhere and someone is actually willing to give it out. How can you get it? To be able to support your business, to be able to support your nonprofit organization or your project. That's why Vivian is here. Not to waste anybody's time. This is not the money that you're going to use to do slay mama, slay papa, or to get a Brazilian wig or this and that. So no, this is the kind of money that you're going to use to be able to better your life. Look at my Nigerian jersey. I'm repping Nigerian jersey because this month I am still celebrating Nigerian Independence Day. Yes. Without waiting, let's go ahead and bring Vivian on. And please share this video with your friends so they can also know how to get that money and you guys can be great together. All right, let's go ahead and watch my interview with Vivian. Today on the show, we are so excited to have our special guest, Vivian Okoje. So a little bit about her, she's a writer, she is a publisher, and she's also the CEO of the nonprofit organization, which is Bread of Hope. And I would like to welcome you to the show, Vivian. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm fine, thank you.
So let's talk about a little bit about your vision, Vivian, and your organization, what you got going on right now.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I really appreciate it. So I started Bread of Hope actually January 30th. I felt I had this magical clarion call from God, I felt, and I was inspired to do something about homeless at-risk children in Africa. And being a Nigerian, the calling was really towards just building on 100-acre land for these children and having a safe space for them. So the first thing I did was try to get the land. We purchased 100-acre land. But before then, I contacted a friend who happens to be an accountant, and we registered made sure it was fully registered. Did the 501c3 to be tax exempt within the US and to be legal. Did all the state registration because I'm in the state of Ohio and every state has their own nonprofit laws. Made sure it was fully registered and recognized with the state and the federal government. And also because we'll be operating in Africa, especially Nigeria, we had to make sure that all the paperwork was done, from registering the school, the free school that we're trying to set up on the land, to the hospital that we want to set up on the land, to just registering the company, the organization itself, and getting all the necessary licenses and documents that we needed. So we did that first. The first donation that we got was for $50,000. And like you rightly said, it has to be that you have the heart to do this. And so being able to impact lives in a way that I've never met a lot of people we've even helped so far. Right now we're sending 70 children to school. I've never met them, haven't spoken to them.
70.
Yeah, and they started school this week and I'm so excited. So one of the few things we did was to make sure we're fully registered. Do not start a nonprofit organization without a plan. Making sure that your bylaws are in place. You get a lawyer if you need to, get an accountant to make sure that you have your budget for the year. You know what you want to spend on different programs or initiatives that you have planned. So we have something called Laptops of Hope. And that we're able to get some companies or individuals really donate used laptops. And I also purchased some laptops. And you have programs like Microsoft and TechSoup that you register with that could actually give you discounts on laptops and so many others. The other thing we did was registered and applied with Google. Google has this thing for nonprofit and that you could get $10,000 a month towards, running ads for your organization, Google ads. That way people can find you. And this allows you to run ads to let people know what you're trying to do. Microsoft too. I think that gave us about, I can't remember, it's like $100,000 towards like their different stuff. So we pretty much have access to all the Microsoft softwares and all that without having to pay. Every organization should actually be on a website called classy.org. Classy is a place where you sort of have all the organizations currently within the US, but you have to update your information for people to find you.
So I actually saw a video of how, you went to Nigeria. I mean, the only thing I can think of was, I can remember myself in that, primary school, and they would give us like free books and everything, and people will come and give us free gifts. I wanted to know, how was your experience like when it comes to visiting those kids and providing those resources for them?
It was really life-changing. That was really my first time traveling to Ibadan. And then it was about 455 kids we had prepared these goodie bags for. And I got to that school, was so heartbreaking because you had, people commissioning, latrines that were not working. There was no running water, no latrine. So the kids literally defecate, like behind the building. And the area where they are in is sort of surrounded by thugs and drug dealers. So even when anything is fixed in the school, they would literally come and remove parts of it and sell them to buy drugs.
I know that having an organization like yours, it can be very tough because, I mean, there's so many, just like you just said right now, so many things that you see with people. I know you've heard so much stories, from one person or the other looking for help or needing help. Is there a particular story that really touched you that you don't mind sharing with us?
So there's a little girl, her name is Maribel, and she just got enrolled in school. She is about 3 years old, I believe. And because of the level of poverty that, I guess the father was experiencing, he decided to commit suicide, jumped in a well and, took his own life. To get to that stage where I guess it doesn't really matter anymore, like the suffering is just too much that you feel like you just got to end it. I think for me, it breaks my heart. And one of my greatest joy was seeing Maribel start school on Monday, because without that, she would not be in school, meaning the cycle of poverty continues. And who is to tell, or who would know if the mom will be the one that wants to end her life at the end, or send her to the street.
I'm really happy that, you were able to share that story with us. And we thank you for everything that you're doing, for these kids, for their parents. You would think that you're only doing it for the kids and you only, but you're basically helping the whole community, extension of help from one person, and that person takes it and runs with it, to help another person. I really thank you, for sharing that story, and we do wish her good luck. Obviously, good luck is the only thing we can wish her, but obviously from the help that came from you is what's seeing her through school right now, and other kids as well. I'm sure they are grateful as well. All right. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We'll make sure that the viewers get the information on how to reach out to you. And thank you.